Okay, good morning, students. So we will start with the chapter magnetism and matter, where we will study about the magnetic field due to a bar magnet on axial line, equatorial line, and how a loop acts as a. Already, I have explained in some of my previous videos how a loop which carries current acts as a magnetic dipole. Now here, so current carrying loops we have already done. Now we are going to do magnets. Magnets and everything related to magnet, earth's magnetism are there in this chapter. Okay, so let us start with that. Okay, so children, magnetism and matter is the topic, the basic properties of a magnet, which you have already done in your previous classes. One of it is it attracts magnetic substance. Okay, it attracts magnetic substance, and magnetic substance are the substance which are attracted by a magnet. So you have iron, cobalt, nickel, these are all magnetic substance. Okay, then force of attraction or repulsion between two magnetic poles of strength m1 and m2 separated by a distance r is a formula is given. If you remember this kind of a similar formula you've done, F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. Here we have, in place of Q1 Q2, we have magnetic pole strength. Okay, so m1 and m2, these small m1 m2 are the pole strength of the magnets. So mu naught by 4 pi, the constant which we use in magnetism, into m1 m2 by R square. On when suspended freely, it points in north south direction. Okay, so it points in north south direction. That means if you tie a magnet, suppose this is a magnet, you tie it and you hand, so what will happen after some time? It will point towards north south direction. Okay, then when suspended, point towards north south direction. Then magnetic pole always exist in pairs. That means you will always have north pair and south pair together. You cannot have a single pair. Magnetic dipole moment, and if they exist in pair, then the magnetic dipole moment is given by m is equal to small m into 2l. This is magnetic dipole moment. Small m is dipole strength, and 2l is the length of the magnet. That means if I need to explain, if I have to draw and explain. So here is your magnet, north pole, south pole. Okay, now pole strength, this pole and this pole, they are separated by a distance. This distance is 2l. Okay, like in electrostatics we took 2a, here it is 2l. This is north pole, south pole. And the magnetic pole strength, this is m, this is also m, same strength. If it is a bar magnet or any magnet, they both will have same strength but opposite. One will be north and another will be south. So equal and opposite pole strength, magnetic pole separated by a small distance is a magnetic dipole, and magnetic dipole moment m. Okay, magnetic dipole moment m is given by m is equal to, like in electrostatics, P was equal to Q into 2a, right? Same way here magnetic moment is equal to small m into 2l. Okay, and what is its direction? Like here in electrostatic, its direction was from negative to positive. So here it is from south to north. This is the direction. From south to north is the direction of the magnetic dipole moment. And what is its strength? In previous chapter, I also told you m is equal to Ia. So its unit is ampere meter square. So same unit can be written here as well, because they are same physical quantity. So same unit. Then another property is like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. So to again just overview, it attracts all the magnetic substance. Force of attraction or repulsion between two magnetic poles of strength m1 m2 separated by small distance r is given by mu naught m1 m2 by 4 pi r square. Okay, and then when suspended freely, it points in the north-south direction. Magnetic pole always exists in pair. Okay, monopole does not exist. Magnetic dipole moment in that case is given by small m into 2l. Small m is pole strength and 2l is distance between the two poles. And like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. Okay, these are the basic properties of a magnet. Now properties of magnetic lines of force. Just like electric lines of force, we have magnetic lines of force. So there is a property, so they are always present in closed and continuous curve, whereas electrostatics, it was not closed curve. Here it is always a closed curve. And outside the body of a magnet, the direction of the magnetic lines of force is from north to south. okay, from outside the body of a magnet. So in 10th class also you have done, if this is north pole, south pole, outside it is, see, magnetic lines, if you have to draw, it will be like this, right? So outside the magnet is a north to south. From north it will come out, and in south it will enter. Okay, so out north to south is the direction of the magnetic field outside the magnet. Inside the magnet it is opposite, it is south to north. Okay, so inside, if you have to complete these lines, the direction will be south to north, and they are always in a continuous loop. Just to avoid this confusion, here we don't draw lines. That doesn't mean that it starts here and ends here. It is a closed loop, it will always be closed loop. Okay, inside the magnet direction is south to north, outside the direction of magnetic lines force is from north to south. Then tangent, third point is tangent to the magnetic line of force at any point gives the direction of magnetic field strength at that point. This point is similar to that in the electrostatics. Tangent to the electric field line gives the electric field's direction. So tangent to the magnetic field lines of force gives the direction of the magnetic field at that point. Now, no two magnetic lines of force can intersect each other at a point. Why? Because if they do, just now this tangent point we did. So if suppose you have this one magnetic field line and another magnetic field line, so this point of intersection, I can draw tangent here, and for this there will be this tangent. So magnetic field for this line, this is the direction of the magnetic field. For this line, this is the direction of magnetic field at this point. At same point, two different directions of magnetic field cannot, it's not possible. So that is why they cannot intersect. So that's how the two magnetic field lines can never intersect each other at a point. The larger the number of field lines crossing per unit area, the stronger is the magnitude of the magnetic field. So this means, suppose you have equally spaced parallel lines. So if I consider area here, another area here, equal area, equal number of lines are crossing. So the magnetic field strength here and here will be same. But if you have this kind of a magnetic field, okay, this kind of a magnetic field, so if I consider equal area in, okay, these 2 points, here the field lines only 2, here 3 or 4. So number of field lines is, the lines are closer. So in a given area, same area, more number of lines are crossing. Now that is why magnetic field strength will be stronger here and weaker here. So closer are the field lines, stronger is the magnetic field, can be written, that you also can write. Okay. Now if you have a bar magnet, okay, children, just now I have drawn this was for a bar magnet. If you have a bar magnet, this is north pole, south pole. So magnetic field lines are like this. In outside it is from north to south direction. Inside the magnetic field is from south to north direction. If I have to draw magnetic field line for a solenoid, okay, so here I'll draw it for a solenoid. Suppose this is a solenoid. If it carries current only, then there will be magnetic field lines. So if you remember, magnetic field pattern for a solenoid, it was like this. Okay. And furthermore you can draw. So now it looks similar outside, inside it looks similar. But here we know north pole, south pole, and you know that any coil which carries current, one side will act as a north pole, other side will act as a south pole. How to decide? If suppose from here if you look, the current in the coil is in clockwise direction. ठीक है, यहाँ पे अगर ये clockwise direction में, तो it will act as a south pole, and this will act as a north pole then. And if it is acting as a north pole, to current magnetic field lines, this will be the direction, right? So if now you compare these two, they are very similar. So that means bar magnet, solenoid carrying current is equivalent to a bar magnet, and bar magnet is equivalent to a solenoid. Both are equivalent to each other. Okay. Now magnetic dipole. Now see, magnetic dipole definition, like just like in electrostatics, when consists of two likely poles of equal strength and separated by a consists of two like poles. This is not correct, not like poles, two unlike poles. Okay, consists of two unlike poles of equal strength, unlike poles of equal strength, and separated by a small distance will be magnetic dipole. And magnetic dipole moment, it's how do you measure this? Measure with this quantity. So it is the product of the pole strength, one of the pole strength, and the distance between the two poles. M is equal to small m into 2L. Okay, so unit is ampere meter square only, and direction is from south to north pole. Okay, an atom of a magnetic material behave as a dipole due to electron revolving around the nucleus. So if you have electron revolving around the nucleus, see, here is your nucleus, and this is the orbit of electron. Electron is moving like this. Any charged particle moving act as a current. So it will be like a current loop. Any current loop will be like a dipole moment, because one side will be north pole, another side will be south pole. So it will be magnetic dipole moment. Okay, so in atoms, because of the motion of the electron, there is magnetic dipole. It behaves as a magnetic dipole due to electron revolving around the nucleus. Okay, for today that's it.